In the final days of World War II, when Germany was collapsing and everyone just wanted to go home, the world somehow produced one last battle. And it's one of the most ridiculous, chaotic, and unbelievable showdowns in military history. A medieval castle, French politicians, American tank crews, a German officer who switched sides, a tennis champion, and a whole lot of confused soldiers who absolutely did not sign up for this. This is the story of the Battle of Castle Itter. The only time in the entire Second World War when Americans and Germans fought together on the same team against other Germans. It's early May, 1945. Hitler is dead. Berlin has fallen. The Nazi high command is disintegrating so fast that even they don't know who's in charge anymore. German units are surrendering, retreating, ignoring orders, or in some cases just going home. It is chaos. Pure, unfiltered, end-of-the-world chaos. And sitting quietly in the Austrian Tyrol Mountains is Castle Itter, a medieval stone fortress converted by the SS into a prison for France's most valuable political prisoners. And by valuable, I mean former prime ministers, former generals, a tennis champion, and a group of French politicians who all hated each other so much that the guards sometimes had to separate them. Yes, the SS basically put the entire cast of a French political drama into a single building and expected everything to go normally. Spoiler, it did not. As Germany collapses, the SS guards at Castle Itter wake up one morning and go,
"Yeah, no, we're out."
They abandon their posts and flee. Suddenly, the prisoners, these French VIPs, are alone in a massive castle with no guards, no leadership, and no idea what's happening. Some panic, some celebrate, some immediately begin arguing with each other because of course they do. Realizing they're completely exposed, they search the castle for weapons. They find a few rifles, a machine gun they don't know how to use, and a medieval-looking place that is definitely not ready for a real battle. But the biggest problem? An SS battalion nearby has orders: kill the prisoners before the Americans arrive. So the French come up with a brilliant plan. Send their cook, yes, the cook, on foot, through the mountains to find help. Miraculously, he escapes the castle and begins the wildest rescue mission of the entire war. After hours of running, the cook comes across German forces, which sounds bad. But he meets Major Josef Gangl, a Wehrmacht officer who absolutely hates the SS and has been protecting local civilians. Gangl listens to the cook's story and immediately says,
"All right, let's go save your French politicians."
He realizes the SS will slaughter everyone at the castle unless someone intervenes. So he turns to his small group of loyal soldiers and basically says,
"We're joining the Americans."
They all agree. Yes, a German officer and his men willingly defect to help save French celebrities from the SS. This story is already insane, and we're not even halfway through. Gangl and the cook travel to the nearest American lines and encounter Lieutenant John C. Jack Lee Jr., an absolute wild card of a man. Lee listens to the story, nods, and replies,
"Okay, let's go rescue your castle. I'll bring a tank."
He grabs 14 American soldiers, his trusted Sherman tank, Besotten Jenny, Major Gangl's German defectors, a handful of Austrian resistance fighters. This is possibly the wildest squad in World War II. It's like someone randomized a Call of Duty lobby. As they move through the mountains, they encounter pockets of SS soldiers and shootouts break out. American and German forces on the same team are exchanging fire with SS troops. History teachers everywhere collectively sigh in confusion. Eventually, they reach the castle, where the French prisoners greet them with a mix of relief, panic, and dramatic flair, because they absolutely love making everything dramatic. Lee orders everyone into defensive positions. The Germans and Americans set up firing lines. The French celebrities grab rifles and stand on the castle walls like they're about to film a movie poster.
Action!
Then Lee notices something important. The SS force heading toward the castle is huge, far larger than expected. This is going to be a real fight. At dawn on May 5th, the SS launch their attack. Bullets hammer the stone walls. Machine gun fire shreds the trees. The Americans and German defectors return fire from the battlements. The French VIP prisoners shoot wildly and argue between volleys. Inside the courtyard, Besotten Jenny, the Sherman tank, holds the main gate until SS anti-tank weapons disable it, turning the tank into a giant metal roadblock. Gunfire, shouting, smoke, and total chaos. This battle feels less like World War II and more like a fever dream. At one point, the defenders realize their situation is collapsing. They're running low on ammo. The SS are breaching the walls, and reinforcements are nowhere in sight. So one man volunteers to run through the enemy lines to get help. A 45-year-old French tennis champion. Jean Bourrotre. He vaults over the castle wall, sprints down the mountain in dress shoes, dodges bullets, and successfully finds American reinforcements. This might be the most athletic thing ever done by a politician's friend. Back at the castle, things get desperate. The SS break through the outer defenses. Hand-to-hand fighting almost begins. The Americans and Germans prepare for a final stand. Then, American reinforcements arrive, just in time. The SS retreat. The castle is saved. Every French celebrity survives. And after the dust settles, the American soldiers and the German defectors stand side by side on the castle walls, before the Germans formally surrender to the Americans in a gesture of mutual respect. Only one defender was killed, Major Gangel, the German hero who switched sides to save innocent lives. The Battle of Castle Itter became one of the strangest footnotes in World War II history. Americans and Germans fighting together. French politicians firing rifles from castle battlements. A tennis champion sprinting through enemy lines. A tank defending a medieval fortress. And a heroic German officer honored by Austria for his sacrifice. It is one of the final battles in the European theater, and definitely the weirdest. History doesn't always make sense, but it's never boring. If you enjoyed this insane story, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more unbelievably true historical chaos. Too true to be boring.